As Emmerdale prepares to bid him a final farewell, we look at the man behind the bushy moustache and deerstalker hat. Farewell, Seth.
Kind.
Eccentric.
Stubborn.
Roguish.
Hilarious.
Cunning.
An old rogue.
He was truly Yorkshire.
He's a proper soap icon.
I take that very personally.
For 27 years, Emmerdale's most famous resident, woolly-capped gamekeeper Seth Armstrong, has entertained and amused us. Join us as we take a trip down memory lane to remember Seth's happy times.
I love you, Betty.
His sad times.
Cheers, Grandad.
Hear from his friends.
He was a very good friend. I'm very proud that he was my friend.
And take a toast of Seth's favourite tipple as we say, farewell, Seth.
That's the end of your beer.
I said get on with it.
He'd be in the pub all night, all hours.
Put a pint in there.
If the Woolpack's the heart of Emmerdale, Seth was the heart of the Woolpack.
Oh, the Woolpack was his sort of natural home.
We're wasting valuable drinking time.
He was always the figure in the same, on the same stool at the same place at the bar.
I take you this for free.
Never really want to pay for his beer.
A free pint.
The Woolpack would not be the Woolpack unless that character was there. If he wasn't there, there's nothing wrong.
I'll buy a pint.
Lead me to it.
Right then. Where is it?
In May 1978, former comedian Stan Richards headed to rural Yorkshire and to the role of Seth Armstrong that was to catapult him to national fame.
I remember this tall, lanky chap with this big, still his big moustache.
In the early days, Seth was a man of few words, but he had a real presence and was quick to make his mark.
Within about 3 or 4 episodes, the character of Seth just sort of took off.
Excuse me, my man. Could you direct me to the Woolpack? Thank you.
And I'm nobody's man.
But that wasn't strictly true.
I think he had a wife that was in it, and a son.
Make that a wife and 2 sons.
Doesn't matter.
Never a word to your mother.
But before long, the sons had disappeared.
Difficult sometimes, family life.
And Emmerdale's producers cruelly did away with poor wife Meg as well.
Don't go dropping her mind. She's got a right temper, she has.
With family life boxed up, Seth was footloose and fancy-free and ready to embark on a new career.
Are we off then?
He became poacher turned gamekeeper. I think that's what people loved about him.
And it was in the role of poacher turned gamekeeper that Stan Richards gave Seth a certain Yorkshire je ne sais quoi.
Sorry, Mr. Turner, I don't speak Italian.
It used to amuse me when he got his scripts. He'd find things in it and he'd cross them out and say, another bloody southerner wrote this, and cross it out and change all the words into proper Yorkshire.
Missed it.
That didn't miss me, though, did that?
But it wasn't just the accent that made Seth a unique specimen. Oh, no.
His moustache. Undoubtedly his moustache.
Over the years, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It was enormous.
Let's face it, Seth, you are King Tash!
He never had teeth. He told me he had them out when he was 21 as a birthday present.
Have you cleaned your teeth this morning?
That's beauty of having none, Bill. Good I don't bother.
I'm still trying to work that one out.
What was that, Mr. Turner?
You'll have to do something about those teeth, Seth.
They're weird. You'd have to say, well, Stan, for God's sake, take them out. You don't look right.
Ready, willing and able?
And it was Alan Turner who was given the thankless job of employing shirker Seth as gamekeeper at NY Estates. The pair became an infamous double act and one of the most enduring and popular comic pairings in soap history.
Slightest indulgence with you, and look what happens.
I was sort of very pompously sort of ticking him off.
I've been doing my rounds, Mr. Turner.
And that's a euphemism for doing precisely zilch, isn't it?
And he'd just sort of grin away behind that great moustache and say, aye, Mr. Turner.
Hi, Mr. Turner.
And he'd go straight out to the pub.
What are you grinning at?
No.
Good. And perhaps you'd like to get back to work.
And so began that comic clash of classes.
He was this plummy guy, obviously went to Oxford and doesn't know anything about farming, anything.
But he did come up with a way of checking his wayward worker wasn't in the wool pack.
NY Chief to Bandit, NY Chief to Bandit, come in please.
Walkie-talkies.
Smokey and the Bandit receiving.
Get over to the upper valley and see about the pheasant chicks, will you, Roger?
Mr. Turner, why do you keep calling me Roger?
I've really got him on the run with this walkie-talkie system, Mrs. Bates.
NY Chief to Bandit, NY Chief to Bandit, where the hell are you?
It was a much gentler sort of show then. You know, we could get endless stories out of the simplest things.
And in those innocent days when a scene called for some bedroom action, it wasn't what you'd expect today. One of Seth's most memorable boudoir scenes involved 2 stolen trout.
2 beauties, eh? Don't flash them around, you'll get me sacked.
Across at NY Estates, Alan Turner was heading for a fall.
I sort of turned quickly and caught my willies together and went flat on their face in a great pool of mud.
Meanwhile, back in the village...
We're upstairs in Mrs. Bates's cottage, and it's getting a little bit serious up there. And just as it's all starting, I hear noises downstairs.
Nick Bates and Seth heard noises upstairs.
Fine sardines, are we?
Enter the villain of the piece, Alan Turner.
You're covered in mud. Those trousers need to go.
Oh no, Mum. Turner?
Crikey. You're covered in it, Mr. Turner. This way.
You've got this weird scenario of us all hiding under beds, jumping in and out of wardrobes and closets. But of course, I mean, I'm laughing. The thing what made it work is that we were all playing it for real.
There I was in this frilly girl's dressing gown, walking about with pockets full of fish that Seth had pushed in there in order so he wouldn't get caught.
Mrs. Bates? Mrs. Bates?
And with true comic timing, everyone exits stage left and heads for the pub.
What you been doing?
We've been doing a bit of sightseeing, Seth.
All right. I've seen some sights myself today.
You haven't seen any poachers, have you? Have you seen anyone with fish?
No, Mr. Turner. Not as I know them. Have you?
I always felt there was a twinkle in each other's eyes, like both of them could have laughed at any minute.
Stan, I think, was one of the funniest people I've ever known. It was a great relationship. It really was. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
God bless this pub and all those supping it, not forgetting my son.
And to put a stamp on their newfound friendship, at the reopening of the wool pack, Alan had a surprise for Seth.
A free pint?
No better than that. Your own special place at the bar.
With his rightful place etched on the bar of the wool pack, Seth had graduated from wily old poacher to wise old sage.
Oh no, I can't sit here.
What? He was very much the masculine version of the doyen, the father of the village.
All the characters across the board started to see him as this wise old guy.
Explain it on it.
And it was in the role of the wise old guy that Seth happened across a slightly unhinged Zoe in the graveyard.
They all think I'm mad.
He came back into her life at a time when she needed somebody who wasn't connected with her and with her problems. And he was around to kind of pick her up and pick up the pieces, and he found her.
I think Chris wants to lock me up.
I wouldn't have thought so. Chris has always loved you. You just had a funny way of showing it sometimes.
But even a wise old sage gets it wrong sometimes. Zoe wasn't mad, she was raving bonkers. But undeterred and really getting into this new father figure role, Seth moved on to Zoe's mother-in-law, soap bitch Kim Tate.
Seth?
Oh, now then, lads.
You know, you're the only person who smiles when they see me. I think he became a father figure to Kim, very much so. She could turn to him and he would come with advice. And she wouldn't often listen to advice from anybody else, but she did listen to it from Seth.
In fact, they got along so well she asked him to give her away at her wedding.
I'll explain later.
What's this for?
You've been the only person in this whole rotten village that's ever had a good word for me.
Kim was pretty nasty, though.
You little bitch! she could be horribly evil, but he never saw that. He always thought there was a reason for it.
But it wasn't just the pretty ladies of the Dales who turned to Seth for advice.
Think about Seth's character, despite all his jokiness and his wisecracking and his sort of foxy craftiness, he was an incredibly sensitive man who understood men's men like Zach Dingle.
Yes, tough men with beards have problems too.
Someone took with you then?
Maybe. One person he could confide in without fear of losing his manliness, if you like, was Seth.
I have got a bit of a problem.
Oh,
He couldn't face this idea that he'd got cancer. He couldn't bring himself to tell anyone. He just, like a lot of people in that awful situation, they kind of hope it's just going to go away, and of course it doesn't.
It's a problem down below.
Yeah, lad. I know what it is.
But to add to Zach's pain, Seth got the wrong end of the stick.
I know an old remedy for it. Ash, nasturtium and nettle. Finest aphrodisiac in the world, and I'll make you some up. Well, then you pick her up again in no time at all.
The reason that Zach would have opened up to Seth about his testicular cancer would have been possibly, arguably, some people might disagree with it, seeing an older version of himself there.
Seth was a man who would not just say he was going to help out, he would do things to make things better for people if they were in trouble. You know, he'd always do it.
When the penny finally dropped, Seth cooked up a wheeze to trick the reluctant Zach into going to hospital.
Where are you taking me? I won't ask you twice.
Hospital?
Right. Zach! Zach!
And it's Seth's wisdom that finally convinced Zach to seek treatment.
No!
It's all right, Marlon. Let him go.
What?
I suppose you might be all right. So you've got to ask yourself, do I feel lucky?
Whether they were mad,
Pretty please, sir.
bad,
Betcha.
or just plain sad,
Just want a bit of quiet on my own.
Seth had pearls of wisdom for everyone.
Are you wanting my advice and all?
Coming up, Seth gets jiggy with it. Betty gets suggestive.
Oh, Seth!
We could have got on one of those porn channels if it had put it on the bedroom.
And friends say goodbye to Stan.
Seth!
Wonderful. Great guy.
Saturday night starts with a bang as the X Factor heats up.
I know what this competition means to you.
Then someone's in the hot seat.
You get into that chair once in your life, and you must make the most of it.
Followed by the X Factor results.
The person I'm going to be sending home tonight is...
And a host of stars on Parkinson.
We'll see you then.
A cracking lineup. Saturday night on ITV1.
They found the prints of a size 9 shoe in the blood around the body.
He doesn't deserve to die like that. Someone will have seen something.
We got another body, everyone!
This his calling card? Are they the days he wants to murder English maidens?
The press are going crazy on the phones. They want to know if you're going to reopen the butcher.
No, I'm not.
This killer is not a bogeyman from the mists of time. He's very real.
Has the myth become reality? Jericho, Sunday at 9 on ITV1.
When Stan Richards first took on the role of Seth Armstrong, Emmerdale was still a farm, and the raciest storylines were about farming.
We're overgrazing in some areas.
And we're buying in too much feed. And we should be able to produce more fodder, more silage and more hay.
Not exactly the stuff of high drama, but all that was about to change. On New Year's Eve 1993, a huge airplane crashed into Emmerdale. And as if that wasn't dramatic enough, Seth was nowhere to be found.
Jane!
The good folk of Emmerdale thought their wily old gamekeeper had come a cropper and suffered the same fate as the poor sheep.
When we read in the scripts, you know, oh no, Seth disappears and no one can find him, you know. And that just would have been sacrilege.
Thankfully, in a so-planned twist of fate, Seth had gone to drink in another pub and returned to Emmerdale shortly afterwards dressed as Sherlock Holmes. But it wasn't Dr. Watson by his side.
I've missed this part of the world and the people. I'm thinking of coming home. Well, she'd known him since she was young, in her early teens. They'd been sweethearts, which was rather nice. It was a rather nice level to start on.
Paula and Stan just had that sort of all magic together that you can't create if it's not there.
Reunited with his long-lost love and overdue a bit of action in the Hearts and Flowers department, Seth was determined to show Betty the good things in life.
I'll take it Woolpack for a pint and a pie after.
You know how to show a girl a good time.
And he certainly did.
These yours?
Whether it was on the front row of a strip show or buying underwear for his pretty neighbours.
Me buy your knickers?
You're old enough to be me granddad.
Seth had a thing for the ladies.
Oh, he could be a charmer. Seth could definitely be a charmer when he wanted to.
Definitely had a twinkle in his eye for the ladies. Absolutely.
Look at that.
If you're fancying a nibble, get your gums round that. Best offer you'll be getting tonight.
But when all's told, his heart was always with Betty.
Just look at the state of you. You're swaying, your voice is slurred and you reek of alcohol.
I could brush my teeth, if I had any.
Hard luck, Seth. You've shot your bolt.
And things went from bad to worse.
Weird. Him and his internet.
Hello, my name is Seth Armstrong, and I enjoy the simplest things in life. I call them the 3 Bs. Booze, betting and Betty.
Of all the people in the village, for Seth to be on the internet, you know, sending messages out and, you know, downloading stuff.
And even testing a new surveillance system.
Who the heck you talking to?
Nobody.
Oh, look at them cushions.
But down at the internet cafe...
Oh, wrong one. Ding, ding. The internet business was disgusting. And Edna warned him.
You fine man.
The fact that he could just show her, just like wandering around her home, to the village, the most gossipy village in Britain.
No chance.
But Betty got wind of what was going on.
Thank you, Len. That's all I want of you for just now.
Righto.
And as a bewildered Len left, Betty revealed her secret.
I know you're watching, Seth Armstrong. See this? This means I'm leaving you right now. And as for the rest of you, this is the last edition of the Betty Show. I left him and went to stay with Edna. Now that couldn't last long, could it?
Edna agreed.
On your feet, Seth Armstrong. We've lived through a world war. Do you think I'm going to let this beat us?
There's loads of people voting.
Oh, that's more like it.
No, it isn't.
So, taking a leaf from Seth's book, Edna had a poll to get Betty home.
Take more than prayers to save my bacon.
He's not a bad man. You know, he was always trying to please her, really.
You're still as beautiful to me as when I first laid eyes on that cheeky lass with big blue eyes and blonde curls.
Oh, get on with it, you silly beggar.
Oh, sorry, Seth. But she's coming home. Bet she's coming back. Like it's a lumpy.
We could have got on one of those porn channels if he'd put it on the bedroom. Do the honours, would you, Len? It would be a very selective kind of perf. Just thinking, I don't think I could tune into that myself.
Although the future looked secure for Seth and Betty, in real life things took a turn for the worse. In the year 2000, Stan Richards had become seriously ill with emphysema. His illness made playing the part of Seth much harder.
He always managed to fight, you know. Stan was a real fighter.
Stan's determination and frailty came across when he acted out the story of his mugging.
It's a present.
Thank very much.
Tragically, you read it often about older people being mugged.
Give me that back.
Come and get it.
with him being such a loved character, people would feel it all the more.
And the exercise will do you good. Oh, make it easy.
I thought he played that incredibly realistically and very bravely, actually, because of what, you know, his own poorliness at the time.
Oh. Cheers, Grandad. You can keep this.
I think it must have been quite hard for Stan to play because I think he was getting a little frailer and he was aware of that, of course.
Oh.
He opened Stan's vulnerability up to allow Seth's vulnerability to come across on screen, and that's what made it so moving.
I'm daft. Just a daft old man who's got for naught.
When he started to be ill at work with the emphysema and etc., it was like seeing a dinosaur go down, or the Titanic to me. And it was so sad because he just lived for Emmerdale. He just loved it.
Stan's health deteriorated and he had to take time off from the show. Seth was given an extended trip to Australia, and at Christmas 2004, Stan Richards made his last ever appearance as Seth.
Hello, Emmerdale. This is us calling.
They managed to get a so-called message from Australia on the internet, and so Stan was able to film that, and that was so moving.
I'm not missing your weather, but I'm missing all of you. Most of all, I'm missing my Betty.
Oh, Seth.
It wasn't until I heard his voice that I realised he was quite that frail.
Seeing as we'll not be together, I thought we might hold hands across the world and sing your favourite. Silent night,
holy night, holy...
Everybody was kind of like, this is the actors rather than the characters. Everybody's kind of like, you know, this is very, we miss him, you know, we miss him. You were suddenly very acutely aware of his absence.
Oh, the infant so tender and mild.
Little did we know that he would never be coming back. But I'm glad he got the chance to do that. It meant a lot to him.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Sadly, Stan Richards died on February the 11th, 2005.
We heard from the family that he went so peacefully. Nobody really expected it, no.
At the very end, I put my hands on his coffin and just said, "Rest in peace, old friend. God bless you." And I think that's what I'd always say to him.
Wonderful. Great guy. Great human being. That's your lot.